A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant diplomatic maneuver, U.S. President Donald Trump has called on Russian President Vladimir Putin to initiate plans for a summit with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. This proposal emerged following a series of high-profile discussions at the White House on Monday, involving Zelenskyy and several European leaders. Trump's initiative aims to broker a swift resolution to the ongoing conflict that has persisted for over 3 years. However, the response from the Kremlin remains cautious, with Russian presidential aide Yuri Ushakov confirming that only direct talks were discussed, leaving the potential for a summit uncertain. During the meeting, Trump emphasized the need for a face-to-face dialogue between Zelenskyy and Putin to address pressing issues such as a potential ceasefire and the contentious question of territorial claims in Ukraine. This comes on the heels of Trump's recent summit with Putin in Alaska, where he appeared to lean towards the Russian leader's demands for Ukraine to concede territory currently held by Russia, which controls approximately 1/5 of Ukraine. Trump stated, "We're going to let the president go over and talk to the president, and we'll see how that works out," indicating a willingness to facilitate these crucial discussions. The U.S. president expressed optimism about the possibility of trilateral talks involving the U.S., Russia, and Ukraine, suggesting that a collaborative approach could lead to a lasting peace. In addition to addressing the immediate conflict, Trump discussed the importance of security guarantees for Ukraine, asserting that the U.S. would support European allies in ensuring Ukraine's defense against further aggression. However, he stopped short of committing U.S. troops to any collective security efforts, instead proposing a NATO-like presence to bolster Ukraine's defense capabilities. "They want to give protection and they feel very strongly about it, and we'll help them out with that," Trump remarked, underlining the U.S. commitment to assist its allies. The response from Russia's foreign ministry was swift, rejecting the notion of a NATO peacekeeping force in Ukraine, warning that such a scenario could lead to further escalation and unpredictable consequences. This reflects the delicate balance of power and the complexities involved in negotiating peace in the region. The atmosphere during Monday's talks was markedly different from Zelenskyy's last visit to the White House in February, which ended in tension after Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance criticized the Ukrainian leader for not expressing sufficient gratitude for U.S. military aid. In contrast, Zelenskyy expressed gratitude towards Trump for his efforts to end the conflict, stating, "Thank you very much for your efforts, personal efforts, to stop killings and stop this war." As discussions progressed, Trump announced on social media that arrangements were being made for a meeting between Zelenskyy and Putin, emphasizing the importance of this step in addressing a war that has spanned nearly 4 years. He noted the necessity of working collaboratively with European leaders to ensure a sustainable peace, stating, "If Ukraine and Russia can meet for trilateral talks with the U.S., there's a reasonable chance of ending the war." The meeting featured a notable presence of European leaders, including British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, French President Emmanuel Macron, and German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, among others. This united front was seen as essential to prevent Trump from exerting undue pressure on Zelenskyy regarding the terms of peace, particularly concerning the contentious issue of territorial adjustments. Trump's comments regarding potential land swaps have drawn scrutiny, as Zelenskyy has previously stated his opposition to such concessions. The discussions also highlighted the need for security guarantees to deter any future Russian aggression, with Zelenskyy asserting that Ukraine's security relies heavily on the support of the U.S. and its European allies. European leaders expressed cautious optimism about the prospects for peace, with NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte emphasizing the significance of Trump's willingness to participate in security guarantees. "If we play this well, we could end this," he remarked, reflecting a collective desire for a resolution. Despite the hopeful tone from European leaders, the lack of clarity surrounding territorial negotiations remains a sticking point. Trump's shift in rhetoric since his Alaska summit, where he advocated for a ceasefire, has raised questions about his commitment to a balanced approach in negotiations. His recent statements indicate a preference for a full peace agreement, aligning more closely with Putin's stance, which has led to speculation about the implications for Ukraine's sovereignty. As the diplomatic landscape continues to evolve, the upcoming talks between Zelenskyy and Putin will be critical in determining the future of the region. The world watches closely as leaders navigate this complex and volatile situation, hoping for a resolution that brings lasting peace to Ukraine and stability to Eastern Europe. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.